with Lorne and my minion friends. I'm wearing my Despicable Me t-shirt today because my grandkids have stuffed my closet full of these wonderful cartoon character t-shirts, and I like to wear them when I need to remind myself not to take things too seriously, and when you just reinforce that we're about trying to make workplaces and cultures phenomenal, and that includes having some fun and trying to always look at things, maybe perhaps with a little bit of a lighter lens from time to time. And with this heat wave going on across the West, throughout most of North America and our European friends as well, it kind of reminded me of something that I used to do when I did actually lead a group of people on various campuses. I did this in a number of places where I was the chief operating officer, the CEO. I used to get a ice cream cart on a day like today and make arrangements to have it packed full of ice lollies or icicles or popsicles and Dixie cups and every other type of ice cream. And I used to start at the bottom of the building and work my way up to the top floor. Would take me a few hours, best hours I could possibly spend. Throwing out whatever people wanted. People would rush over. We'd have a lot of laughs. And of course, as always, I learned so much. People would say to me, Lorne, I've been meaning to tell you about this, or hey, Lorne, I haven't seen you for a while. What do you think about this? And gosh, a few hours later, after having to restock up a couple of times, I'd get to the top of the top floor. And of course, everybody knew that I was coming, and there were a lot of hoots, and sometimes they would have receiving lines and we'd high five because they knew I was going to be coming up the elevator. So many fun things we did. And, I just wanted to just take a moment to remind each of us that, hey, there's an opportunity with this heat wave to kind of do something cool in the heat. And that could be, even if we're working remote or hybrid, can we bring a virtual kind of ice cream lollipop truck to everybody working with us, whether we are fortunate enough to have a lot of direct reports or not, or even just our teammates. And, Garrett and I were talking about these days with Uber Eats or, any skip the dishes, you can do that. And even if you can't, there's a virtual kind of way that you might be able to do it. The reason being is that sometimes just acknowledging that, hey, these are kind of got a special circumstance. In this case, we're setting heat records all around this part of the world and elsewhere. We're going to be 45 degrees Celsius or about 115 Fahrenheit, if you can believe it, here in Western Canada. So, wow. Anyway, the point is, though, it's more of the acknowledgement, surprise, fun. And, it reminded me also that this kid in us is always there. Do you remember when you were a kid and the teacher would sometimes, if you're lucky enough to have this on these kind of June days, as school was wrapping up and a teacher and a beautiful day and let's go outside. And of course, you pretend that you actually got something done. You read, that wasn't even the point. The point was that, you were out there, you could smell that freshly cut lawn. It was like, and you can do that in your role as well, even in hybrid remote situations. You can. I used to, and again, when everybody worked at campus on days like that, I would say, I'm going to tell you to get out of here an hour today early. I don't care who you are, what you're doing, out. Get out, beat the traffic home, spend some time in the backyard, walk the dog, walk the cat, do whatever. People loved, even if it was barely anything. And they got stuff done. They didn't miss anything. It was just that I took a moment to, and you could do the same thing in your environment. Cancel a meeting that you're going to have and say, instead, promise me you're going to get out and sit in the shade or grab the hammock or read something you haven't, or take one of your kids down to the local swimming pool. Do something like that, even though if people have the ability to work when they want to and how they want to, just you checking in and go, I care about you. Take a little extra time in this time. Hydrate, virtually hydrate, psychologically hydrate. It means so much. Okay, that's the message from the minions and me. Please think about that. Do something cool in the heat, and you'll be creative and think about something. Step in, show that you care. Have fun. Have a great, great week. Stay cool. Bye for now.